This is a Ghost Dog mixtape original.
Welcome to Gh0stDog's Big Talk, and I'm your host, Gh0stDog.
I love training camp. I do. I love training camp because it's the beginning of everything. You need some things to be there for you so you have a great camp. One, you need heat. Now maybe it'll warm up a little bit for you so you can get some heat. Today was a little cool. I mean, we had a nice breeze. Secondly, you need competition. You've got to have competition. In order to get better, you got to get pushed. You got to get pushed. And you got to read it and see it and get better with it. The third thing, and the only thing that I ever talk about is team. Super Bowl 46, Henry Hynoski, Chase Blackburn, Chris Sneak. Those three guys, it was not a virtuoso performance. They all came away with balls on the ground to keep us in the game, to win the Super Bowl. Okay? You got to have your stars. You got to have the guys that can do it over and over again, but you got to have the soldiers too. You are a member of a team. You're going to succeed or not as a team. And every guy is just as important. That's the only way you're going to win. You're going to win in the fourth quarter when the game is on the line. Nobody gives you a chance. You know what? You got to love that. You got to love it when they tell you, I don't think they're any good. I don't think that. Great. Tell me that all the time. Tell me I can't do something. That's what I want to know. Tell me I can't do something. So keep that in mind. I enjoyed watching the hell out of practice today. Good luck to you. Stay up, stay healthy. 1, 2, 3, team!
Here is Gh0stDog's Big Talk, where I talk like a giant. Pay attention as I break down the science. Doing mathematics like an ancient Mayan. You feel me? Back at it again with some Giants conversation, some Giants talk or what have you, banter if you will, commentary. If you feel the vibe, make sure you hit the subscribe. Of course, I gotta make it live. That being the case, quick little day 7 recap. Man, oh man, Tom Coughlin is in the building. He has been a couple days now. Nature is healing. The Coughlin curse has been lifted. We must give thanks to the football gods. These are good signs, ladies and gentlemen. These are great signs. Had those players, those young men out there amped, ready to go, and you could see him out there like, you know, he's never lost a step. Forget that he still got it. He never lost it. So absolutely, as Giants fans, we must learn and appreciate what we have in the building. Back in the building, should I say. Man, you love it. You love it. You love it. A couple things to point out. Offense is clicking. You can argue on all cylinders. You know, most importantly, can't stress this enough. Last training camp, day 6, we had a little bit of a scare with the leak. Thank God he's okay. I appreciate the fact he's on the field and getting busy. However, I would prefer we put him on ice. Let's conserve the young man. Maybe get some preseason action. I feel like we've seen enough. Let's continue to work on Hyatt, Wandell, and Slayton if possible. I've seen enough out of Malik, Seen enough. Put him on ice. Get him warmed up during preseason. Evan Neal. Talk about a resurgence of a career. Where has he been this entire time at the guard position? Actually making plays, open up gaps and holes for some of these running backs like a Tyron Tracy and a Cam Scatterbo. Cam. That young man is going to get busy. And having an Evan Neal at that guard position, opening up those holes and leading the way, so fundamental to the success of this offense. Cannot stress that enough. Thank you. Finally is all I can say about Evan Neal. Even making plays against the young rook, Abdul Carter, standing him up on some one-on-ones. So, man, look. Great that we were able to salvage that young man's career. Again, the connection between Leak and Russell, so fundamental. Moon balls after moon balls. Hyatt was out there making some plays. There was even a situation there where Hyatt and Neighbors was working on some one-on-one drills with Russell Wilson on next to them, giving them some pointers and going along with the whole practice, if you will. It's just the energy level in this building. I can't stress this enough, man. It is just absolutely different this year. Everybody's engaged. Everybody's complimenting on the leadership ability of a Russell Wilson. Daniel Bellinger out here just got nothing but glowing things to say about Russ. He's making some plays, Mr. Fundamental, Mr. I'm willing to, do what I'm told, the soldier, if you will, a la Tom Coughlin's verbiage. We need players like that. So I'm not on belly. He's making blocks. He's making plays. He's making himself useful. We need that on this team. Point blank, period. Jackson Dart, going on to him, sticking with the offense. Again, the young man is just absolutely taking leaps, adapting to the play calls, adapting to the system, to the scheme, if you will. A lot of that has to do with the fact that possibly, not even possibly, more rather, absolutely has to do with the fact that Brian Daboll is around that young man 24/7, attached to the hip, even as some would say, which is not a bad thing. Absolutely, we need to see that. Brian Daboll's, head coaching position is on the line. So we got the quarterback of the future. We got Brian Daboll's guy. You love to see him just absolutely acclimating, making these plays, to no-name receivers like, practice squad or UDF guys like Washington or Pascal. These are great signs, ladies and gentlemen, how he's able to make these precision throws and just absolutely acclimate to this system, man. And sitting behind Russell Wilson and sitting behind Jameis Winston, having them in the building to be able to tutor him, mentor this young man, fundamental. It is the right way to do it. It is the recipe for success, especially in this league for the quarterback position. So you just absolutely love to see it. Again, Russ getting all these receivers involved, getting Cam Scatterbo involved. You just absolutely love to see it. Couple things on defense. Yeah, a couple things on defense, as I said. Not really too much to mention outside of, again, Abdul Carter getting busy as always, no matter where they put that young man. Had a very nice rep against Marcus Bowe, who, by the way, I feel like absolutely could possibly play that swing tackle role. And even more, not to get too crazy down that road, but, before that, speaking about the defense, again, Abdul Carter just doing what he does, man, doing exactly what a first-round top 3 pick would be doing. Also, Deonte Banks, again, young man, if you could just turn your head around. I'm talking about everything is perfect up until the point of the catch. Everything up until the point of the catch, he is step for step with all the receivers outside of Leak. It's just every time when the ball is in the air and the receiver's about to go on, he continuously play for the hands. Young man, I just need you to spin that head around. I'm pulling for you, man. I just do not want to see that young man just not be successful here for the Giants. Absolutely not. I don't know if it's DB's coach telling him certain things or whatever the case or what have you. I just need that young man to turn around. Please, please, please. Appreciate the physicality. I appreciate the ability and the want and the desire. It needs to be just a little bit more. That's all. That's the only things. That's the only things I have for the defense. It was more of an offensive standout kind of day. Regular stuff as per usual on the defense. We already know for the most part where we're at. This offense, however, just continues to shine, continues to prove that there is a possibility that we can compete, that we can actually put up more than 21 points a game. Not just 21 points a game, okay? We have potential here. We absolutely do. And, I gotta also give it to KT a little bit. I kind of got down on him a little bit the other day with training camp, day 6. I saw that one rep he had against James Hudson that made him look silly. After digging more into it, I realized that, KT was actually dominating up until that one rep. So, I got to redact that a little bit. James Hudson is out there looking crazy. My fault, man, because anything positive on the O-line, like I'm zoomed in on, this O-line has been atrocious. But after digging in a little bit more, he's getting a little bit of, he's starting to garner himself a little bit of a name of like a dirty player. And that's not cool. Regardless of the moves he made and making KT look silly, young man, get your stuff together. If not, you got to go. Because we have other people who are, much more talented from what I could tell, especially Marcus Bowe, who's willing to take that swing tackle spot behind Andrew Thomas. That being the case, I got to give KT, got to take some of my hate back a little bit, if you will. However, day 7 recap. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe, especially if you feel that vibe. Giants football talk over here at Gh0stDog's Big Talk, among other things that's in the works. Be patient though, ladies and gentlemen. This is only the beginning. On the road to 1,000. One video at a time, one clip at a time. That being the case, I have gone on long enough. This is Gh0stDog, host of the Gh0stDog's Big Talk, where I talk big like a giant, break down the science and the mathematics like an ancient mind. Y'all have a good night. Peace. Let me tell y'all something. Why don't you go ahead and hit that button? If y'all feel the vibe, just click subscribe. And if you appreciate the way I spit on the mic, then please smash that like.